Okay then, and we are in Hades' palace. The Palace of Hades, if you will. And this person has more to say apparently, so let's talk to her.
Make haste. If Hades learns that I am free, he will come for me and unleash his power. He must think he has already won.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna quickly check out this room. Seems to just have a bunch of things that I cannot pick up, even though they look quite expensive. I also sold my scrolls of the Crushing Vortex because they seemed a little bit pointless, really. But we shall go and traverse Hades' palace. I could just go to the end of the game, skip every side quest right now, but whatever. Let's just do it properly. We've come this far, we might as well make our way through his palace and kill all of his generals, destroy the shards of the thingy, and overall have a jolly old good time, because after all, we do want to go to Hades' treasure after we have finished him off, so that is exactly what we're gonna do. But first, we still have a way to go, I suppose. The best way to just get stuff from him, though, once you've actually finished the game and want to go to the later difficulty with some better gear, then, yeah, pretty much memorize the route and just run past everything. And maybe even with a Scroll Frenzy, that would probably work quite well, actually. And, yeah, you can kill him off in, like, once every 5 to 10 minutes, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, you get quite neat things if you do that. It's just, there is a chance you'll die from the enemies that come before him, because I believe there are some enemies here that have stun abilities, and that's a little bit rude, but, you know. Oh, wait, no, I remember the enemies now, and there are indeed some enemies which we haven't seen before, actually, I think, so that's gonna be interesting. I was wondering which were the enemies that stunned, but now I remember. Nag Blade! It attacks by nagging at people. Emasculate. That is fantastic. Okay. That is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm going to equip it in my offhand thing and see if I can kill someone with it for the lol. Oh, how delightfully pointless this is, but it actually does a fair amount of damage, even though I don't really have any spear attacks. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, that's kind of nice, but I don't think I'm going to be using that. I'm just going to stick with my trusty bow and kill things. That's a hero. These are elites. He's throwing things at me. He's quite rude, but he's almost dead as well, so yeah. Not really impressive, if you ask me. So let's ignore that an enemy have existed, get a new Lich King, and be on our way. And I honestly don't really remember the route here, so odds are I'm going to be walking in the wrong direction a couple of times to get the side quests and stuff done. And maybe I actually have to do the side quest after I've killed Hades, but you know, that's possible, so might as well. Wouldn't really make a large difference in the end. Maybe I'll just make a portal before his entrance and just go back there before killing him, because I do believe his little room is quite apparent when you reach it, so I think I'll just put a portal there, and once I've cleared up the entire area, then I will go back. And these are the enemies, which are quite mean and rude and mean and rude, because they are the one that stun you, and I believe these ones were actually one of the weaker ones. There are actually stronger versions of those giant knights over there as well somewhere. And yeah, they are quite dangerous indeed when you're running to Hades to get items and stuff, so when running there, be very, very careful that you don't get killed by those guys. Of course, there are also the strongest enemies in the game in this area, the High Wardens and the Master Archers and stuff like that. So overall, everything here is out to make pain come at you or something. So yeah, in general, just be careful and you should be okay. Ah, and here's two of them. Lovely. Ow. Yes, that was a stun attack. That was quite mean and annoying. And, wow, they died in a really odd manner there. Not really sure what happened there, but it looked like there was no sound and they just kind of fell over, really. But I believe these giant guys were the generals that quest guy was talking about. Well, not these specific ones. There are actually ones with that were given names, if I remember correctly. And we have to kill all of them for the side quest. get their things and break it on stuff and whatnot. So we still have a way to go. Mentor's Jewel. I also believe that there is actually another resurrection fountain somewhere in this, in Hades' castle or palace or whatever it is, so it is actually faster to just go from that resurrection fountain to Hades over and over rather than going from the general warp location thing. But whatever. More scary things. Because, yeah, you won't have to go through all these portals that we haven't seen yet, actually, but there's a portal over here. Gonna walk through it. We walked through it. That was pretty fun. This is not the resurrection fountain I meant, but it is definitely closer to Hades than the warp. I don't even know what they're called, actually. They're called waypoints in Diablo 2, but I have completely forgotten what they're called in this game for some reason. I'm just gonna go with portal. Portal is a nice word. But we're just gonna continue. I believe it were those blue ones, which were the slightly more dangerous ones, if I remember correctly. I'm not entirely sure, though, but I have vague memories that there were less blue ones than yellow ones, and the yellow ones were less dangerous than the blue ones. Nah. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when we get there. We are not there yet. Well, we are getting close to those enemies, I believe, because they seem to be one staircase or one warp or one whatever away from us, really. In fact, they seem to be right on the other side of one of those portal thingies that we have to walk through, so, gonna be a little dangerous, I believe. Which is not very nice, but oh well. I'm sure we'll survive. We're powerful. We can survive everything. There's a stairs down over there, but there is another stairs down over there. Oh dear, I'm just gonna guess one and hope for the best. We can always go back in the end and have a jolly old good time. And with some luck, they just lead into each other. That would be even better, actually. As the other staircase did as well. It would be nice if there were several paths you can take to get to the eventual ending point thing. Yes. I simply do not remember. A Stygian Great Helm. Can I wear that? Yes, but it is a little bit rubbish, because I don't need health or energy regeneration. I am invincible! Sort of. If you ignore all the health potions that I'm guzzling every 3 seconds, because they do kind of a lot of damage in this area, but oh well. Kill the big yellow man, and move on, and hope we don't stand right in front of two of them. Well, okay, there we go. Yeah, that would be the ones, wouldn't it? Ow, okay. Ah, okay, yeah, I believe it was that attack that made unpleasantness happen. The weird yellow fire of doom. And this would be the shard of thingy that one side quest person was talking about that we have to destroy. If I am correct. Either way, I'm gonna destroy all of them, because I like breaking things. But yeah, it did appear that we chose the correct staircase for a side quest, which is lovely. Because now we don't have to go back again. He seems to have a strange aura. I wonder if that is that, the extra skill I just gave him a moment ago. Probably, actually. The one that gives him slightly more defense. Oh, pretty nifty. I like that it gives him a little visual effect to show that, hi, I'm a little bit less useless now. That's kind of nice. And it is kind of nice. It really is. Die, Vindicator. I'm going to be very careful around these guys because I don't want to get hit by that, because I don't really feel like testing out how powerful that attack is again. Not even sure if it's a fire attack or some sort of magic attack that would just ignore my fire defense entirely, because even though the visual would even though the visual really looks like fire, I really wouldn't take the risk, to be honest. Oh well, let's just follow the left wall and see where we end up. Aye, sounds like a good idea to me. And I hope it sounds like a good idea to you, because it's what we're going to do right now. I like the music here as well, but, you know, I've said that about just about every single area in the game, so, yeah, maybe I just like the music in this game. That's probably the case, isn't it? Yes. It probably is. But that's a small detail that I'm willing to overlook, if you will. And I'm sure you will, because otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. That makes no sense, but whatever. I kind of don't really want to go through this door yet. I kind of want to explore this entire large area, but on the other hand, it's such a large door. It's so pretty. Okay, no, I'm just gonna... I shall walk in a really, really big circle and then go through the middle in the end and see what kind of fantastic things we find. Kind of look like so far the ornate bronze door things kind of led to the newer areas, so I think I'm gonna look around a little bit more, see if we can find some more of those portals, stuff like that. Maybe find another shard. That would be nice. The more we find of those, the better, because I believe there's another 5 of them. Well, there's another 4 of them if I remember correctly. If I remember the words of the side quest man correctly. I think I do. But it would appear that we are just about through this entire room. After we go through the middle here. I have to actually take a different route to get through the middle. But you know, the other route is pretty close. After just checking out that little squiggly. And we shall go to the middle, where hopefully we can find a shard. And we will actually. Hooray! The Shard of Erebus. And 2 of these scary things with large spears. The spears that are bigger than me. So, yeah, probably not going to risk that one. Yes, get that shard, Lich King. They all seem to carry around a Crystal of Erebus with them as well. I believe I had another one of these somewhere. Don't really know where that... Oh, no, no, that's a completely different one. Yeah, I'm not really sure where the other one went. Oh, no, it is over there. I am blind. Yay! Because you never know when you need vitality damage resistance. Probably never, but whatever. I'm pretty sure we're going to end up with a complete one once we finish all these shards up. And I like having complete things, so that's why we're destroying the shards. That and side quests, but you know. Let's ignore that and go down. And is this the Rebirth Fountain that I was talking about? I don't think it is. I think the Rebirth Fountain I meant was in the middle of a room somewhere. And this is not exactly what you'd call the middle, if you ask me. But what do I know? I'm not a person that defines the word middle to people. No, that would be a little odd if that was your job. Yes, I work at a company and I have to define the word middle to people. That would be a little strange, but that probably doesn't happen now, does it? No, probably not. And there's a thing over there. So maybe this is the road to... Oh, no, wait, this is probably actually one of the high generals that we have to kill for that other side quest, actually, now I think about it. Because there is still that last Hades treasure guy that we need to kill. But I don't think that person was over here, but I might be remembering it wrong entirely. Once again. As we have done many a time in the past. And with we, I mean me. And everyone is probably screaming at me, saying that I'm doing everything wrong, but oh well. There are things here, and I have to kill them. And yeah, this would appear to be one of the ones for the other side quest. And yeah, he has that attack. Remember when the other evil enemies did that attack and it didn't really do anything? Yeah, these guys have a slightly more powerful one and it drains your energy almost entirely. And once it has drained your energy entirely, it starts draining your health. And that works really quite quickly. So yeah, be careful with these guys. Even killed my outsider almost immediately. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. You can't survive everything, little outsider. His normal attack actually damages quite a lot as well. Yeah. Oh well. Let's just play it safe, play it cool. Yeah, his normal attack deals about 20% of damage. That's a little bit rude. But oh well, we managed to get through it by guzzling a rather large amount of health potions. But you know, there's no shame in using health potions in this game, or shrines of healing that I keep ignoring because they're completely useless. Oh well. Well, you know, I guess they're not entirely useless if you run out of money in this game, because that ever happens. I think the only time where I've ever run out of money in this game was when I bought a whole bunch of skills and then changed my mind and then refunded all the skill points, which cost a ridiculous amount of money after a while. And then changed my mind again, and again, and again, and again, and at about the 5th time, I think I ran out of money. So yeah, you don't really run out of money in this game if you pick up everything. And don't buy an awful lot. In fact, the thing I probably spent the most money on so far is Scrolls of Frenzy, and even those don't really seem to make a dent in the amount of money I currently have, so money, not really enough an issue in this game. Maybe in the later difficulties, I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever actually finished it on Legendary before now I think about it, but oh well. That is not important. What is important is that we will do it eventually, because we will get there. Eventually. But first, let's focus on finishing the game on normal difficulty, shall we? Because that is a more current happening event, whatchamacallit thing. And I like current event whatchamacallit things. And I do hope I got all the stuff before entering this bronze door, and that attack wasn't really as powerful as I remember. Maybe it was just their general melee attacks that stunned you. And if you got surrounded by them, that you'd be in kind of a pickle. That may have been it, actually, now I think about it. I think it was the ones with hammers and stuff that caused scary things to happen overall. And there's a bunch of these spiders that cause the lightning badness to bad. And this door is locked. Wonder if I can find the key to these locked doors somewhere. I'm sure I can. There's bound to be a jailer or something like that running around somewhere in this area. And once we find him, we will open all doors and be really happy about all the doors that have been opened. And I think this may actually be the last rebirth fountain. So yeah, we are definitely getting very close, and I'm 99% sure that this doesn't lead to Hades, so I'm going to go here. Because I believe I have to go through the large door to get to Hades. But you know, once again I might be remembering it wrong, but we still have some generals to kill, some shards to destroy, and a guy from Hades' treasury room thing to find and eat. Also a very important goal. And I also would kind of like to unlock these doors over here, so we can save these poor souls that have somehow ended up in Hades' castle. How do you even manage to do that? How do you get stuck in here? Of all places. I think you have to make some weird life choices if you want to get stuck here, but you know. I will not judge them. They seem to have already been pretty judged themselves, and it would be a little bit mean of me to start judging them as well for the silly things they have done in their life. Or death, as the case may be. And it would appear that I can choose either door, and I will eventually end up in the same place. That is kind of nice. And it does make exploring a little bit easier. And I opened that door in a really weird fashion when you think about it. I guess because I was standing on the wrong side of the door. Then the side they expected you to open that door, but oh well. Let us not dwindle on tiny details. And instead we killed spiders that almost used a lightning attack on me. And my Lich King almost did something. Very good, Lich King. Very good. What would I do without you? I don't know. Truly, I would be lost without your cunning. A cave entrance, what? Why would you have a cave inside a palace? That seemed a little bit weird. But, you know, I am not the kind of person that lives in a palace, so maybe people that live in palaces have different opinions about what is normal and what isn't. Or maybe those weird portals just count... Yeah, okay, these portals are just counted as cave entrances for some reason. Little odd, but oh well. I guess some people call it cave entrances, and some people just call it weird portal thingy. And I'm gonna go weird portal thingy. Yeah, it actually calls cave entrance on this side as well. So apparently Hades' castle, or palace, is a cave. Nice to know. And there are kind of a lot of scary things in here, so... No killing for you. That's rude and mean, and something you shouldn't do to people who you don't know. I may be a very nice guy, but you never took the time to get to know me and stuff, so all in all, it's your own fault that you're gonna die a horrible death from my arrows, you bloody evil person of doomness. Why won't you die? There we go. he actually ended up doing a fair amount of damage in the end. What's that? An entreaty. Lovely. More silly things to read. Let's just organize that. I don't think I can pick his...
You can't
no,
carry
I
anymore.
can't pick up everything. That's a shame. I guess we'll go without that suit. Let's see. Oh, Dark Lord, hear my plea. My death has come and come again. All the earth and all that lives upon it is born and reborn in the cycles of life and death. All is change and all is the same. I have felt the cruel bite of swords, the piercing of arrows shaft. Flame has seared my flesh, and cold chilled me to the marrows of my bones. All death has been mine, again and once again, as the heroes come to where I stand, sword in hand, ready for the moment where I must die once more. As the fear and bloodlust takes me, I raise my arm to strike, hoping against hope that this time, this once, I shall emerge the victor. It is not to be. O Eater of Souls, hear me now. I am but a humble daemon in the service of our great Lord Hades. I have toiled for you these many ages. Please forgive my impudent request, but I feel compelled to ask. Please, oh please, can you put the good loot somewhere else? That is a good question, but I'm afraid it is not to be. We must kill the guy for the good loot, which is this one message. This is actually the best message we've gotten so far. Except maybe the letter to Mummy, which was that one riddled with awful puns all over the place. That one was actually quite amazing as well. But I quite like that even in the palace of hell, of Hades, and all the bad stuff in the world, we end up finding silly messages from demons. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, more of these guys, but they seem to be caged, so I'm just gonna leave them alone. I can't even open this door yet, so yeah. I'm afraid I cannot free these enemies just yet. Such a shame indeed. Looks like we've explored everything so far, so I can safely go through this door. Kinda hoping that I can indeed go to the left as well. Not really sure. In fact, I think this might actually be leading to Hades if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna take this staircase to the left instead, because I believe that is this is the direction where I want to go eventually. Yeah, this is definitely the direction to Hades. Okay, I am going to go over here first because I want to go here. Yeah. The closer I get to Hades, the more I start to remember of this area, but I don't actually remember the side quests all that much, which is also why, yeah, I get a little lost, except for the last area of the game, which I kind of remember doing over and over and over again. Oh dear, health, please, I need health. Oh dear, poison, why? Health potion, thank you. What I do not like about this locked door over there is that I keep clicking it by accident and it stops moving. That is a little bit awkward in a battle like this. Ow. Especially when he deals that much poison damage. Yeah, he's kind of scary. I kind of like... Wow. Reward plus 5% total damage. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And 45,000 experience, so... Yeah, we completed the side quest just now, which is nice. But we still got a couple left to go. Why is that guy locked? That's just mean. Why would you lock one of your own friends? It's like Doom all over again. They just lock random people inside places where they can't get out of. Little odd that, but you know. I can't move. That's bad. I don't like being close to enemies that stun me. That makes me scared and unhappy and scared. So I would like it if that didn't happen again. Thank you. Also, it would appear my inventory was quite full several times now. So I think I'm going to go right over the unexplored bit. Because me walking to an area that's not yet explored and then putting a portal somewhere is very exciting to watch. So, portal, selling up. See you in a second.